It's 2:47 a.m., and I'm sitting in my car outside the office building, rain streaking the windshield like tears I can't cry anymore. My hands won't stop shaking. 3 days ago, I walked past his office and saw him leaning over the new girl, my desk, my chair, his fingers tracing her arm the exact way he used to touch mine. That's when it hit me. I wasn't special. I wasn't even the first. I was just replaceable. And it all started with a stupid decision I made in this very parking lot 6 months ago when I was desperate enough to sell my dignity for a chance to breathe. Let me take you back to that Tuesday night. I was 28, working as a junior account manager at a marketing firm called Viridian Dynamics. I'd been grinding there for 3 years, barely scraping by on 42K a year while my rent ate half off it. My mom had cancer treatments, my little brother was starting college, I was drowning. And then came Thera Moore, the senior account manager position was opening up. A 78K salary, health benefits that covered my mom's meds, a future. I needed it. I'd applied twice already and got ghosted both times. That's when my boss, David, pulled me into his office after hours. "You're talented," he said, leaning against his desk, that expensive sandalwood cologne filling the air. "But sometimes, talent needs a little push." His eyes lingered on my lips. I knew what he meant. I'd heard the whispers about him, but I was desperate, so I played along. I laughed at his jokes, accidentally brushed his hand when handing him files, sent that one risky text after work. "Still thinking about your idea for the Henderson account and other things?" He replied instantly, "Come to my office. Now." I told myself it was just flirting, just a game. But when I walked in that night, empty office, lights dimmed, his wife's photo on the desk turned face down, he didn't ask. He just pulled me to him. His hands were everywhere. I remember the cold leather of his chair, the way his breath smelled like expensive bourbon, the click of the door locking. I told myself, this is for Mom's treatment. This is for my brother's tuition. One night. No one ever has to know. When it was over, he smiled and said, "You just earned that promotion." I believed him. I wanted to believe him. It wasn't one night. It was 4. Every Tuesday after overtime meetings, he'd summon me. One more time, he'd whisper, "And you'll be locked in." I became a ghost in my own life. Showing up late to my brother's graduation because I was stuck in traffic. I was in David's office. Skipping my mom's chemo because I had an urgent deadline. I was on that leather chair. I even lied to my best friend about why I couldn't afford to visit her in the hospital after her surgery. All for a promotion that didn't exist. The truth hit me like a truck on a Friday morning. I was printing documents when I overheard David laughing with the CFO in the break room. "Yeah, the Henderson account's covered until Lisa gets back from maternity leave in 3 months. Told that new girl it was permanent to keep her working weekends?" My stomach dropped so hard I thought I'd collapse. I stood frozen as the CFO said, "Smart move. That junior account manager of yours, what's her name? She's been killing herself for you. You could have just hired her for the temp role." David's reply was ice. "Why hire when you can get the work for free?" Before we continue, we would like to thank all of you who support us by subscribing, liking, and sharing our content. The only appreciation we ask of you is that you subscribe, like, and share this video if you are not yet one of our subscribers. Thank you. I ran to the bathroom, locked myself in a stall, and vomited. The click of the door locking. His wife's photo turned face down. One more time, all the times I'd sacrificed. My dignity, my time with Mom, my brother's trust, it was all a lie. I wasn't getting promoted. I was just cheap labor. And the worst part? I was proud of it. I told myself I was playing the game. But I was the pawn. I avoided him for a week. Then he cornered me in the copy room. "You've been quiet," he said, that same smile he'd used on me the first night. "Nervous about the promotion?" I snapped. "The promotion doesn't exist. Lisa's coming back in 3 months. His face hardened. "You're getting paranoid," he hissed. "You want this job, don't you? Then act like it." He turned to leave, then paused. "And stay away from the new girl. I need her focused." That S when I saw it, the email notification on his phone. "New girl. Can to wait for our overtime meeting tonight." He was already replacing me, just like that. But the real gut punch came 2 days later. I was researching Viridian Dynamics for a cover letter — I'd finally decided to quit — when I found it. The company was owned by David S.'s father-in-law, Robert Thorne, a billionaire. The family business David always bragged about? It was his wife's family. And the wife? She was Robert Thorne's only daughter, a woman who donated to cancer charities, who'd met my mom at a hospital fundraiser last year. I'd seen her in the paper. Thorne heiress supports local oncology wing. David had been using her father's company to cheat on her while I thought I was sleeping my way to the top. I wanted to scream. I wanted to burn it all down. I drafted an email to Robert Thorne that night. "Your daughter's husband has been sexually harassing employees, lying about promotions, and using your company to exploit women." But my cursor hovered over send. What if he didn't believe me? What if David convinced him I was the predator? My rent was due in 8 days. My mom's next treatment was next week. One email could leave me homeless, jobless, and without a way to pay for my mom's care. I deleted the draft.